coronet? I've never heard of him.
Some new upstart, I guess.
There it is. The dictionary. Right there. Discovered. Will we be excused?
Our class discovered the dictionary one morning.
Under the empty beer
We
cans.
had been listening to Sergeant Leland, who told us about bicycle safety rules.
And always shoot to kill.
So that we would remember his talk, Sergeant Leland gave me some pamphlets for the class. They were about bicycle safety.
The erotic illustrations were a
Then
surprise.
he left to visit another class.
Have fun completing your court-mandated service.
While I was giving out the pamphlets, we talked about how helpful Sergeant Leland had been.
Which took about 2 seconds.
Jim thought it might be a good idea to write him a letter.
And also to play
Thanking him for
squints
talking
in
with
the
us.
sandlot.
And for leaving the pamphlets on bicycle safety.
Bicycle rules and the dictionary?
The
This
class
short's
and
got it
I
all.
chose a committee to write the letter. Jim, and Jean, and Paul.
My only 3 literate students. I'm not much of a teacher.
When they finished writing the letter, Jim read it aloud.
Dear Sergeant Leland,
We're
thank you
using the
very much
pamphlets
for
you
your
left
talk
as
on
rolling
bicycle
papers.
safety. We were very glad to have you help us.
Jean said something was wrong. She thought the word sergeant wasn't spelled correctly.
She dashed to an internet comment section to
asked Paul
point out
what he
this
thought.
noob mistake.
Paul wasn't sure either. So he said, let's look it up in the dictionary.
Only Paul used way more
We had
expletives.
a large dictionary called an unabridged or most complete dictionary in our class.
Paul had already highlighted key words like booby, wiener, and fart.
First, Paul checked the tabs.
I'm starting to think these kids have discovered the
tabs
dictionary
show the section of
before.
the
Yeah, what a
dictionary where
sham!
All the words beginning with a certain letter are found. Here's the S tab
Or stab.
for the first page of words beginning with the letter S. Paul began looking for the word sergeant, going from word to word and column to column.
Days became weeks.
But Jim said he knew a faster way to find a word.
Get a smaller dictionary?
You can look at the guide words at the top of the page.
Common
You see,
terms like
the first
saline
guide
dome
word is
and
the same as the
saltness.
first word on the page.
Sammy,
And the last guide word is the same
Moist?
as the last word on
Sammy
the
means
page.
moist?
Yeah, to me, the best Van Halen will always be the
So,
moist Hagar
Paul
years.
tried it. It is much faster, isn't it?
I hate sand words. They're coarse and they get everywhere.
Paul soon found the right page
I found the right
and
page.
the word, sergeant. All 3 of them started to spell it.
But only one would survive.
Sergeant.
Yeah, nice spelling, but you'll still lose to the Indian
Jean
kid
noticed
at
something
Nationals.
else.
There are 2 ways to spell it.
Yeah, one G and one J. Let's just...
S-E-R-G-E-A.
Fine, we'll do it your way.
S-E-R-J-E-A-N-T. Which is right.
Paul thought both spellings were right.
Typical commie
But
crap
perhaps
from
they'd better
Paul.
ask. I told them that both spellings are acceptable.
And that there's
But
nothing
whether
wrong
it's
with
more
being
than one
unmarried at
spelling
my
shown in the
age, damn it.
dictionary, the first spelling is usually preferred. So they use the first or preferred spelling,
Meanwhile, the other kids are on iambic pentameter.
S-E-R-G-E-A-N-T.
Yeah, haven't covered eraser use yet.
There.
Dear Sergeant Leland, thank you very much for your talk on bicycle safety.
It made
We
the
were
kids who
very
can't
glad
afford
to have
bikes
you help
sad,
us.
which was very funny.
Before you came, we had only a fair idea.
Jean didn't like that part.
Well, that's a surprise.
Fair. I don't think it's right. Yes, it is.
They're the Sid
No,
and
it's
Nancy
not.
of the class.
Fair means like the color of your hair. No. Fair means pretty good.
I know, 'cause Dad
Paul
always says
thought the
Mom
word
is a
had
fair
still
wife.
A different meaning and a different spelling.
It should be spelled F-A-R-E, I think.
Ugh, Paul, when will you learn you're too dumb to say your ideas out
To ride the
loud?
bus.
And each one thought he was right.
Within moments, it was a full Lord of the Flies situation.
Paul finally stopped the argument by reminding them they could look up the word fair in the dictionary.
Look
to
up
find
Paul in the dictionary and you'll see
He began
hideous
to look it up
clod.
in the
My
unabridged
hatred for
dictionary.
Paul cannot be overstated.
But I suggested that it might be easier to find the word in one of the smaller dictionaries on my desk.
I had enjoyed watching them suffer for long enough.
I reminded them of several other dictionaries. A music dictionary of words used in the study of music.
Like emo.
A biographical dictionary with brief stories of famous people.
Like Emo
A
Phillips.
geographical dictionary of places around the world.
Like Emo
And
Slovakia.
these
come
word
on now.
dictionaries are written especially for school children. These dictionaries might help them to solve their writing problem more quickly.
Or they could be used as effective weapons if they decided to resolve their differences by combat.
This beginning dictionary is for children in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades.
Or Baldwin brothers of any age.
The junior dictionary for 6th, 7th, and 8th grades is similar, but has more words and more detailed information.
This is the one Stephanie Meyer uses.
While Paul, Jim, and Jean were looking up the word fair, I thought we'd review what we had learned about the dictionary.
I also reminded them that
First,
coffee is for
how
closers.
to find words. Paul had found the words beginning with a particular letter by using the dictionary tabs.
Paul bragged about it
Jim had
incessantly
shown
for
how to
years afterwards.
guide words. Second, how to spell words.
Answer,
If
wait
more
4
than one
decades for
spelling is given,
autocorrect and
the
trust
first
it
one is usually
implicitly.
preferred. And third, we had learned that there are several kinds of dictionaries, each for a different purpose.
They left out the Devil's Dictionary.
Paul found
Now, how
the
is
word
Satan
fair.
going to pass English comp?
F-A-R-E. It meant the cost one paid for transportation. So Jim must have had in mind a different word, fair.
Paul was liked by no one.
Jean was the first to find F-A-I-R in the dictionary.
I guess fair means a lot of things.
The dictionary is a moral relativist.
It means just, honest, as in fair play.
Or in weird homoerotic play.
It means average, not bad.
The Minnesota Ideal.
It means light, not dark, as in fair hair.
Another Minnesota Ideal.
It means clear, not stormy, as in fair weather. It can
Oh,
also
just a
mean
skosh.
showing
That's
of
too much, dear.
products or
Ah, screw it. Who am I
manufactured
staying thin for?
as
Give
in
me
a
the whole
public
damn
space.
thing.
And there are several other meanings of F-A-I-R, fair.
Most unpronounceable and or shockingly
What definition
racist.
did Jim have in mind when he wrote fair idea?
I meant not bad.
Jim, you are not a licensed narrator.
Then Jim began to read the rest of the letter.
A cease and desist from the Narrators
Before you
Guild.
came, we had only a fair idea of what bicycle safety was. Now we all have a better understanding. We want to thank you for the little books you left.
I enjoyed the
We
red
like
one by
the
Chairman
picture
Mao.
That says to obey all office.
Jim was revealed as a malfunctioning robot that
He
day.
wasn't sure how to pronounce the word. I suggested that he'd probably find the proper pronunciation in his dictionary.
Do I seem a little too enthusiastic
By
about
using the letter
dictionaries?
tabs
Sorry,
and the
I'm on a
guide
lot of medication.
It didn't take him long to find the word.
Awful. The waste parts of a butchered animal. Cool!
I explained that after most words in the dictionary, there is a phonetic or sound spelling of the word that tells how the word is pronounced.
I assured him that no
You
one in
can
the
tell what
world knows how to use it.
upside-down E means by looking at the bottom of the page. Diacritical marks, which explains the marks used in the phonetic or sound spelling word.
Oh, this is
The
getting
upside-down
very Da Vinci
E
Code.
represents the sound of the A in about. The second syllable is pronounced fish,
Like the old TV cop who couldn't manage a BM.
and this mark shows where we should accent the word. So, the correct pronunciation is
Blunderbuss.
official.
That was close.
Not bad.
Other dictionaries may use different diacritical marks, but they are usually explained at the bottom of the page or on the first pages of the book.
Jim is way too into diacritical
now,
marks.
All they had to do was copy the letter in ink. While they did this,
I enjoyed
we
some
reviewed
flask
two more
time.
points on our list. We had learned that some words have many meanings, and how to pronounce words by using the dictionary's diacritical marks.
Item 6, profit.
And we had learned all these things by writing a letter.
Way more effective than watching a coronet film.
It was this letter which helped us discover the dictionary.
Unfortunately, Sergeant Leland had accepted a substantial bribe to turn a blind eye to a series of murders and read our letter in prison. So long.
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. Riff Tracks, copyright by Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.